Rana Kapoor of Yes Bank is now joining us. Mr. Kapoor, thank you very much for joining us on this special show. Do you think the budget does enough to beat the slowdown? Are you going back with an optimistic note, Mr. Kapoor?
My sense is that in the backdrop of economic compulsions, global and domestic, certainly the coalition politics having its own tug-of-war implications, I think it's a very practical and very astute budget because it addresses two very big concerns that have been looming large. One, there are very tangible steps on fiscal consolidation with a firm target of achieving 5.1% fiscal deficit, which under the current circumstances is a very critical objective to have. And there are enough measures on the revenue side and on curtailment and distribution more efficiently of expenditure elements which lead me to believe that a 5.1% fiscal deficit should be feasible. I think the second one on the infrastructure, as in correcting structural supply side bottlenecks with the reliefs being given to the power sector particularly, which has been under considerable stress. Somewhat of the funding lines available to the airline sector for ECBs for 1 year. The fact that viability gap funding may be allocated to telecom towers as well as to oil and gas pipelines and petroleum. Definitely the overall road networks outlays that are being contemplated. The doubling of the tax-free bonds from 30 to 60,000 crores leads me to believe that medium to long-term structural correction of the economy is kick-starting all over again.
Mr. Kapoor, as a banker, would you say that this is something that helps, I mean, people who want to borrow and raise capital and, grow industry and so on? I mean,
if you see that, ECB funding for several industries which have had a real issue with, the heightened cost of funds in the rupee markets is going to be a significant relief. And also you get more tenor in the ECB markets in terms of 10-15 year tenor as well. I think the second issue, at least I like to believe, is the overall de-risking of the infrastructure sector, which has been disturbing the risk profile of Indian banks with restructurings and with abatement of exposures by the banking sector. I think that gets a new look in terms of future funding opportunities. So I think this is a very good development.
Right, Mr. Kapoor, thank you so much for joining us. So, Rasid, let's come back to you. I mean, if you've had some time to look at the fine print of the budget and anything